Hello, chat. Is it windy? Is the microphone windy? Do I need to adjust it? I think I need to turn it up. Is that better, chat? I have a fan on. It's very hot in here. Mark Antony is the second best Roman emperor because he also banged Cleopatra. Wow. The more you know. A lot of buzzing? Is there buzzing, you think? Hold on. Oh yeah, I hear that. Damn it. Alright, fine. Early stream tonight? It's not early. It's 6 o'clock. So when we do the streams, chat. Do I need to focus the camera at all? Maybe a little bit. Anyway, hello everybody. Is the temperature roasting? It's so fucking hot in here, dude. The AC guys came again today, and they basically said, yeah, it's just because I have that sunroom. And they literally said it's like, it's not the AC, it's the sunroom, and it's just sucking all the heat from the hot sunroom. And that might be true. I don't know if it is true or not, because I feel like, I don't know, man. It's bad. It's just, like, I can run it for as long as I want, and it won't affect the temperature in here. It will just basically pump in hot air. It's awful. I have this, like, fan that I was running. Even check the refrigerant. I don't fucking know what they did. They just stuck, like, a thermometer in my air vent where the air is coming from, and they're like, yeah, 72 degrees. That's it! I fucking hate it, because it's the same guys that were here last time, and I didn't like them last time, because they just seemed like they half-assed everything. They really feel like, maybe this is me being judgmental, you know, maybe not, maybe they're, I'm sure they are completely adequate at their jobs, and they know way more than I do, but, like, they really feel like they have a country bumpkin vibe. And I hate to say it any other way, but it's like, hey, I don't know what to tell you. You should come right here. The hot air is coming right here, and it's like, motherfucker, God damn it, this did not help at all. This did not. They literally just said put a door in between like my sunroom and the rest of the house, and it's like I can't do that. I can't fucking do that. So I guess I'm just gonna sit here and bake. It is so, it's 90 degrees in my house right now, chat. It's so fucking hot. And the AC does nothing. Install a window unit? I just want to make sure I can, because, like, my window is, like, one of those kind of, like, angled ones, where it's, like, a kind of, it's, like, goes out a little bit. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll try to install a window unit. But, like, that's a whole process. And then I have, like, another window unit back there but, like, that one has, like, wood. And so I can't just take it off because, like, the rest of the window's not there. So if I take that off of that one, like, if I take that window unit from the sunroom, there's just gonna be a hole in my sunroom. And I can't have that. So fucking dude, I'm so fucking hot. I'm hungry. I'm hot. I'm fucking frustrated. Can't live like this, Astra. There's nothing I can do about it, chat. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm broke. Broke, I'm hot. Can't afford shit. I have to, like, I have more shit to buy for the bike, chat. I have more shit I need to buy. Look at all this bullshit I have to buy for the bike before I can, like, move forward with it. Look at all this shit that I need to buy, chat. It's gonna be $60. Fuck! However, I do have a new video. I have an update, chat. I've been taking a bunch of videos, but here's one that I took from this morning. Show and tell time, chat. like off. Listen to that. Listen to it. That's a pretty good sounding exhaust, I think, chat. What do you think? What do you think, chat? I like that exhaust. I think that sounds pretty good with those new pipes on, chat. I think it sounds pretty good. So much oil? Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure the oil is just coming from the oil filter, so I'm not super worried about the oil. So that's camera placement. Where else am I supposed to put the fucking camera? Where else am I supposed to put it? It looks like you have a leak. I do have a leak, but I'm not worried about that. We're not worried about that leak, okay? The oil leak is coming from the oil filter seal on the bottom of the engine, and it's fine. It's like I'll replace that seal once I do an oil change on it anyway. I'm not too worried about the oil. Right now, I'm mostly worried about just getting it run right. Getting it to run right. It's like, it's definitely got a vacuum leak. I've kind of I feel like I've narrowed down my issue that I have with it. I was like fighting with it for a while and it was just not running right. And then I made some progress on it today, finally. And I figured out like where I need to go with it, I'm pretty sure. But I'm like 90% sure there's a vacuum leak on one of the cylinders. If you take a look at my spark plugs, my Sparky plugs, I don't know if you can tell this, chat, but this is the spark plug from the left bank, and this is the spark plug from the right bank. And you can tell one of these has got, like, it's clean, there's no, like, it's not excessive soot or anything. This one has this sootiness on it, and it also has this, like, burnt-looking anode. And basically what that's indicating is that the right cylinder is running really lean. Like, specifically the right cylinder. The left cylinder looks like it's fine, but the right cylinder is running extremely lean. And that is probably because I have a vacuum leak on that cylinder, which is just injecting air into it. So it doesn't matter what I do to the air-fuel mixture, it's always just going to suck in, like, a certain amount of air. And that's why it's idling high, that's why it's backfiring, that's why it's doing all this shit. So I gotta just figure out where that air leak is coming from, and I gotta just fix it. It's probably coming from the intake boot. Most likely. So I just have to buy these. And then it'll be fine. I just need to buy these. And then I'll throw these on there. And ideally, hopefully, maybe, this will just fix the issue. And then it will just be fine after that. Hopefully. I don't fucking know. Maybe this one would be better because it comes with the actual boots. I don't know which one of these I'd want to get. They're like the same price. But anyway, point is, yeah. So I've got some more shit I gotta buy for it, but we're honing it. We're honing in on the issues. Leak detection. The tool should get there today, right? It did get here. That's how I kind of figured out. I had a vacuum leak. Like here, let me show you this. This isn't it. One of these I showed the actual setup that I have with this tool. Is it this one? No. Where the fuck did I put that? Fuck! Where the hell? Where is it? Oh, might be
okay, here. I'm pretty excited.
God damn it. Where the fuck did it go? Here we go. Here we go. Found it. Son of a bitch. Anyway, here, I have actual, like, video of the gauges so you can see what I'm talking about. So you see how, like, this gauge is, like, it's mostly staying in, like... This gauge is for the right bank, and then this gauge is for the left bank. And you can tell this is, like, it's holding vacuum. It's not, like, perfect, but It's right about where it's like almost right. Like there's kind of like an issue here. It's not perfect, but it's stable. But then look at this one. The right bank is just going crazy. So it's clearly like there's an air leak. Like for sure there's an air leak. Like that is just not, that's not optimal. That is not optimal. But that tool does help. Interesting tool. How are the kitties handling the heat? They're fine. Cats are fine in the heat. They evolved in the fucking African deserts. They're fine. I have no idea what that is. It's a carb synchronization tool. Basically, it's a vacuum gauge. It's just a row of vacuum gauges that I can, like, look at. And that's how I know I have a vacuum leak, apart from all the other anecdotal evidence. I thought before it was just running rich, or running lean. But the reality is, it is running lean, but specifically the left cylinder, and specifically, it's a vacuum leak. Because of a vacuum leak. Somewhere in the system. And I don't know where. That's the problem, is I don't know fucking where. So tomorrow, I'm gonna try and find out exactly where before I buy anything. But, yeah. I don't know, chat. What do you think? I like the exhaust, though. What do you think of that exhaust sound? I thought that sounded pretty good. I have to buy, like, this stuff, too, before I can get the exhaust on. I need this, so I can weld this onto my bracket to mount the exhaust. I need this, and I need this, so that I can, like, actually properly mount it onto the bike. This is a project, chat. It's just like every fucking 2 seconds. Like, oh, I need this $20 part, motherfucker. God damn it. I'm too gay to understand motors. There's no too gay to understand motors. It's not even a motor, it's an engine. A motor refers to an electric motor. Your neighbors know by now you're fixing a bike. Yes, they do. They fucking do. And, I hope I'm not making them too angry, because I don't want to piss off my neighbors. I'm, like, only doing it for, like, a little bit every day. Like, I could have gone back out there. Like, if I didn't have neighbors, I would have gone back out there and tested it. Like, I would go out there right now and, like, test it to see if I can find where the leak is. But I'll save my neighbors the headache. Do I deal with motors all the time? What do? You like a car salesman? It's a metal rattling sound behind you, behind the engine rumble. You should look into. Is it a metal rattling sound? I think it's hard to hear. I don't think there's any like real metal rattling sounds. I mean, I didn't hear any. What rattling sound are you referring to? I think I hear what you're talking about. I don't think that's metal. I think that's just the way the exhaust sounds with the camera. Could be wrong, though. Maybe it's kissing pistons, but well, I guess we'll find the fuck out. It shouldn't, though. It shouldn't be like... There shouldn't be an interference problem. It's not like it's a belt-driven timing chain. I work in agriculture? Oh, shit. I used to work in agriculture. Asher is so gay, she broke through the doors of perception and understanding engines. Fuck, dude. Fuck, dude. I just want to ride my fucking bike, man. I just want to ride my bike. I want to go vroom vroom. I want to ride it. I don't want to wait. I'm too impatient, chat. I'm too impatient. I just want to go and ride my motorcycle. I don't want to deal with, I don't want to have to wait. Fuck, dude. We have greenhouses with fans and controlled temperature and humidity and automation and a lot. I wasn't in that side of agriculture. I was into the fixing big heavy equipment side of agriculture. Which I guess I really wasn't in agriculture, because like, We did a lot of it was mostly construction stuff that I worked on, I'm pretty sure. I did work on like some farm equipment, but a lot of it was construction equipment. Or my own company. Damn. Are you like rich? Can you like sponsor my bike build? I'll put your name on it if you send me money. Ugh. It's barely in the green. I make no profit out of it. It's worked 2 places. Damn, that sucks. At least it's in the green though. I feel like a lot of people run companies where it's like not in the green for a long time. Businesses are hard, man. It's hard to make money. I hate money. I hate making money. I just need like a sugar daddy. That's what I need, chat. I need a sugar daddy. It was going great until 2019, but the pandemic hit us. Dude, the pandemic like fucked everybody up. Mic buzzing ASMR. Is my mic still buzzing? Motherfucker! Fine. I'll turn it to the other microphone. Why am I having problems here, chat? It's very irritating. Is that better? Is that better, chat? I can hear the buzzing tonight. Blink the vacuum tube. It's not the vacuum tube. Where's that coming from? Where the fuck is that coming from? What? Where is that coming from? Is it the tubes? I don't think so. That one's not on though, so maybe it is. Hello? What happens if I turn this off? What does that do? It was the compressor. Okay, I think that's just the fan now. Alright, well, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. No compressor for me, I guess. There's a weird little raindrop noise. It's just a fan. I have my ceiling fan on. I'm too hot to not have a fan, okay? Watching Astra die inside. Will someone kill that mosquito, please? Can't hear a fan at all. It's just like, you can't hear the fan. It's just like the little bearing noises. It sounds like little... You know how when you like have an old fan, an old ceiling fan, it kind of rattles and shakes? How many fans do I have? I don't know, chat. How many of you are there? I have at least this fan, and then I have the ceiling fan. I'm not a fan. It's like 1,000 mice running through the ceiling. It's not a fan. It's like, I don't have a ceiling. There's no room in my ceiling. My ceiling is the roof. I have 4. I have at least 3 in... Not including the desk fan, I have at least 3. Because I have 3 tall, like the ceiling fan variety. I have 3 ceiling fans, I have 1 desk fan. So 4 in total if you want to get into specifics. And if you really want to get into specifics and you want to count like the microwave fan, then I've got like 5. Or actually no, 7, because I also have an air fryer and an oven, and so they technically all have fans in them. So 29 right now according to Twitch. I hate it when people tell me how many people are watching. I hate it. Legit sounds like there's mice scurrying. I know it does, but that's just the way my fan sounds, okay? It's a ceiling fan. That's just the way it sounds. You get some styrofoam sheets to make a makeshift door to the sunroom? That might be a good idea. I do kind of want to have, like, a hole so that my cats can get through there, because Puck likes to go through. I don't want to install a door, because then I have to make sure Puck isn't out there, and I also don't want to make it so she can't go out there, because that's where her litter box is, and that's where she likes to stay. Puck likes it out there. She likes the heat out there, so, but it's not, I don't really want to make it so she can't do that, but there's no sound. Put the meth pipe down? What? There's definitely a sound? Get better headphones? Are you... it's just the ceiling fan, chat. We're Astra ceiling porn? No. Get out of here. Get out of here with your ceiling fan. Inside my roof is a little, like, hamster wheel, and there's just one rat scurrying along on this little hamster wheel, and it's making my fan go around. How many Minecraft credits a week? Sugar daddy, huh? How many Minecraft credits a week? What do you mean by Minecraft? Like, how many, what's my minimum Minecraft credits for a sugar daddy? Like, how many Minecraft credits do I need for a sugar? Listen, man. I don't even care, dude. Like, if I was actively looking for a sugar daddy, I wouldn't care, like, if it was, like, a rich sugar daddy. All I want is to, like, have enough money to build a bike. I don't even need a new motorcycle, chat. You know, I was thinking the other day, I wish I could just have a new motorcycle or a car, but fuck it. It's the PC hamster. Give it a rest, guys. There's a Minecraft credit. It's an emerald. You can use it for, buying loaves of bread from villagers. What happened to that dream? What about the purple rain bike? That's what I'm talking about. We're working on the purple rain bike. The bike that I showed on stream is the purple rain bike. This is the purple rain bike. I think it sounds pretty good, to be honest with you. I think it sounds pretty good, but that is the purple rain bike, right there. Oh, rip foot cam. Oh, let me pull up the Discord. I'm pretty happy with how the exhaust turned out, to be honest with you. It's not, like, totally accurate, like, it's a little different, but I think it's closer than what a lot of people get on their replicas. But yeah, no, this is the purple rain bike. It will be purple at some point, and I have the fairing. I have the correct fairing, chat. I own it. The exhaust, you gotta admit though, chat, the exhaust does look pretty good. You gotta admit. But I need a bracket. See this little bolt back here that has the fender attached to it? I gotta make a bracket that goes from here to down here where the actual exhaust bracket is. And that's why I need to buy this little, like, hanger thing. So I need to buy these so that I can, like, mount it to there and then weld this to the bracket. It's actually pretty easy. So I might just order this, but I don't know. I'm like, I don't want to spend too much money. I might impulse buy these because they're only $8, but at the same time I'm broke, so I'm like, I don't know. Because just because if I get this, it doesn't even, like, I can't even mount the exhaust properly yet. I have to get this whole cart before I can properly mount the exhaust. I need these, like, adapter pipes, and then I need the clamps to go on top of that. We'll see, chat. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. It's a bit too noisy for my taste. I prefer no-noise bikes. That's gay. That's gay, chat. No-noise bikes. You gotta... I like loud bikes. We're getting there. We are getting there. It's just slow. It's slow, but we're making progress. I mean, it runs a lot better than it did when I first got it. So we have to appreciate the progress we've made, chat. It runs a lot better than when I first got it, and it only needs a little bit more. Once I figure out this vacuum leak, I think we'll be in business. I think we will be in business once I fix the vacuum leak. But I have to find and fix the vacuum leak. It shouldn't be super expensive. Like, the intake boots are like $15, but like still, you know. E-bike would make more sense for warfare. Not necessarily. Especially, it's like, you don't have a charging station for an e-bike on the battlefront. So if you run out of battery for a bike on a battlefield, then you're fucked. Also, if any shrapnel hits the batteries are pretty temperamental and will explode if you puncture them. So if you have a piece of shrapnel rip through the battery, it's gonna explode. Not just stop working, but explode. If you have like a bike, like a 2-stroke or some shit, and it slices through like a part of the engine, a lot of motorcycles that they use for like military are built in a way where like you can patch them up on the side of a dusty desert road and still get moving again. It's like, for like an electric bike, it makes sense, somewhat, but electric bikes still create a lot of heat, so they don't hide from thermal. They only hide from sound. They don't hide from thermal. They don't hide from any of that. And then it's like you go to the front line, and then you just like have to hope and pray that your battery makes it. I remember like at Burning Man, we'd go out and we had this electric bike, and it was fine, but like the range anxiety is real. Like, it is real. And if you lose it out there, it's gone, because you're in the middle of a desert that's pitch black. So if you lose it out there, you have to make sure, like, if you run out of battery out in the middle of the desert, you have to make goddamn sure that you remember where you put it, because it's like, you'll never get to find it again, and it will be stolen. Bikes are for normal people. Britain is using remote electric cars to collect wounded people. I feel like that's a bit different too, though. Russians are using motorcycles like crazy. Motorcycles are cool, man. Motorcycles are fucking cool. Yeah, don't live in a rural area. Yeah, e-bikes are really, really good if you live in a big city. Like, I feel like e-bikes, honestly, I talk a lot of shit about electric vehicles, right? But e-bikes are actually so, like, in my mind, electric motorcycles are the most potentially useful electric vehicle we could create. Because electricity is really good at delivering, and, like, for an engine, you can't just get all of the power out of the engine. There's an RPM range, right? Like, an engine will make its max power at, like, 7,500 RPM, right? So if you have a 20 horsepower engine, it's not making that at idle, it's making that at 7,500 RPM, right? And only at 7,500 RPM, with the right load. An electric, like, engine is different, because you can just put all of the power to the ground immediately. There's no, like, oh, it needs to be in this certain, like, power band. It's just, you can go... The throttle on an electric bike is just how much of the power you give it. If you go full throttle, that's all of the beans, dude. That is all of the fucking beans. Which is why, like, in a Tesla, you have this insane, like, low-end torque, where it just goes fucking from 0 to 100, like, so fucking quick. The problem with electricity is it's just very inefficient. It's really inefficient. And so, long distances are really bad for electricity, and, like, hauling stuff is really bad. So if you're trying to haul long distances, electricity is, like, the worst thing you can use. Which is why, like, electric trucks are stupid. And no one should ever buy them. Especially, like, electric semi-trucks are so dumb. and so fundamentally flawed in the way, like, they're designed, I don't know why anybody actively thinks they're a good idea. But motorcycles, on the other hand, are small. A lot of them are light and, like, lightweight, so you're only carrying the weight of the person, basically, and you're only usually not going that far on a motorcycle, unless you're, like, touring. So, like, for a city bike that's, like, a Honda Rebel-sized bike, but electric, I feel like that could be good. I feel like that could be useful. That could be good. Technology's not there yet, where it's, like, it's not good yet, but we're getting there. Motorcycles would probably be the first to really become mainstream. Diesel over electric, like trains? For, like, towing and stuff like that, yeah, for sure. It's like the energy density of a gallon of gasoline is like 10 times the equivalent weight in batteries. So it's like, if you have a gallon of gasoline and it weighs 1 pound, and you have a battery, and it, like, a pound of, like, lithium-ion battery, the gasoline has, like, 10 times the, like, energy potential that the battery does. And so, like, in order to get the same amount of range and towing capacity out of an electric truck as you would a diesel truck, you end up having to, like, utilize half of your towing capacity just in hauling around the battery. So it's just not, it's not worth it. It's bad. It's real bad. Hybrids have a lot more potential in my mind, but they're still kind of, eh. Nuclear reactors are best energy output. This is true. And now I just thought about a nuclear tractor. Yeah, I just got myself a new John Deere, powered by uranium-234. It's just like glowing. Some redneck is just like, yeah, I got some uranium-234 right here. Gonna throw into the tractor. Get this field plowed, let me tell you what. He just starts, like, making, like... the video starts, like, glitching really bad, and he's like, I have a headache right now, I don't really know why. My teeth feel like metal. Gallon weighs 8 pounds. I know, I was just using, like, I was just throwing out numbers. I wasn't, like, giving specifics, but... You get my point. It's, like, the equivalent weight of diesel. Like, if you have a gallon of diesel, and you match the weight of that gallon of diesel with batteries, you're gonna have a big, like, a lot more batteries, and it's gonna weigh a lot more, because the energy density of batteries is just, like, not even close to what we have for fossil fuels. Got a Pip-Boy on his arm. Russians claim to have manufactured nuclear engines, but it probably gives you cancer. Dude, everybody claims shit, but, like, fuck, dude. I don't believe it anymore. Nah, I don't believe anything I see on the internet, chat. AI has ruined, like, integrity on the internet. It's like, yeah, I have no idea what's real and what's not real. Ask Grok. Yeah, Grok knows. Grok knows for sure. Chat, I was trying to find this bike. How many of you seen the Muppet Caper with the Muppets? I've been thinking about, like, what bike I'd want to do after the Purple Rain bike. I mean, this is I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Okay, we're definitely not doing anything until we get this Purple Rain bike done. But I was just thinking about, like, okay, after I do the Purple Rain bike, if it goes well and everybody likes it, and I want to do another project like it, if it's, like, successful, I was thinking about doing the Miss Piggy bike from the Muppet Caper, because I think it looks pretty cool, chat. Like, hold on. Chat, I think this thing looks pretty cool. Oh, I don't know. I must have gotten rid of it. I must have closed the tab. Damn, that sucks. But I think I would like it. She sees motorcycles everywhere. I think it'd be pretty fucking cool. But I asked Grok what motorcycle that was used in that movie, and Grok did not know. Grok absolutely did not know. And Grok was zero help in helping me identify the right bike. I think I know what bike it is now. It's like a Yamaha DT80 or a DT50 or something like that, but I'm close, but I don't know the exact right bike. Priorities? You're living in a sauna. I never said I was actively going and spending money on this, chat. I'm just saying, I'm just thinking about what I want to do next, you know? If this project goes right, Like, let's say we get the Purple Rain bike built, and we get the YouTube videos uploaded, and we do the road trip, and we you know, I get the whole Purple Rain saga done. I want to do more. Like, I feel like if it works and people like it, I'm gonna want to do another bike like that. Obviously, this is not, like, anytime soon. This is, like, years from now. But, listen, I can dream, can't I? Sending Miss Piggy Fit. What? Gurmy. Could you have a nuclear-powered vibrator? Probably not. It's cute when Astra tries to talk about auto mechanics. What do you mean it's cute? You say that as if I don't know what I'm talking about. I watched a video about that last night. It was funny. About what? Russia can only make nuclear trains since that's their only infrastructure. Yeah. Well, you know, they you know, killed a lot of people building that Trans-Siberian Railway. Like, killed a lot of people. So they have to utilize it, or else it's like it goes to waste. It's adorable when Asher talks about auto mechanics. What do you mean it's adorable? Kermie. Just makes me think of a long-nosed dogs eating Pringles now. Let me do it for you, Kermie. Use big words to sound smart. In the Great Muppet Caper, Miss Piggy rides a stunt bike, a small, possibly modified, resembling a Suzuki JR50. Let's see, is it a Suzuki JR50? I did not think it was. So hold on, let me. It might be. But I think it's not. I think it's a Yamaha. I'm like fairly certain it's a Yamaha. And I'm fairly certain it's not the JR50. And I will show you why, chat. This is the bike I want to recreate. Look at that thing. It looks cool. Like, whoever built this bike put a lot of work into it. It's definitely a custom build, but it looks really good. I love, like, the tailpiece here. I think it just looks really sick, to be honest with you. But you can tell it's unique because it has these distinct these distinct gauges. For, like, the handlebars, they're pretty unique, but I'm pretty sure they're aftermarket. I'm not really worried about the handlebars, but these speedometer gauges, these, like, speedometer and tachometer gauges are really what I'm trying to find. And I think, so it's definitely not this bike, but I think it might be, like, a Yamaha, like a 1979 Yamaha DT50. Maybe not a DT50. Maybe like a DT80. No, it's not that one. Hold on. DT80, maybe? It's one of these, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. Because, like, look at this one. This one looks a lot more like the bike, I think. I don't know, chat. It's tricky. Trying to find the right bike is hard. Because it's got those very unique square gauges. But Yamaha seems to be the only company that makes... Like, look at this one. Look at these gauges. I don't know if this is the right bike, but I think this is a lot closer than the other one. I'm not sure, though. It's look at it's, like, hard to... What fucking company used square gauges like that? I have no idea. I love this. I love when they just cut to, like, someone, like, clearly a full-size person riding the bike. What a classic. What a classic. So we can see a little bit of the taillight there at the end. Like just a tiny, tiny bit of the taillight. So we have that at least. But I don't know. It's going to be hard to identify this one, chat. Grok doesn't seem to know what bike it is. I'm not sure if it's this one. I'm not sure. But it's got those really... I feel like if we find whatever gauges those are, we find the bike. And again, we're just in the which bike is this part of this journey. This is not... I'm not gonna buy anything for this project until the Purple Rain bike is finished. So this is... We're getting ahead of the game here. I'm maybe getting a little ahead of myself. But... You know, everything about auto mechanics is adorable. Or she has a whole railroad just for trans. When I do wait for you. Probably the same person that made the Pee Wee Herman bike? Really? You think? Somehow you acquire that, you have to rock the Miss Piggy outfit. Of course, of course. So I'm gonna do like a whole Prince thing, right? I'm gonna finish the Purple Rain bike. I'm gonna do a whole set of videos with the Purple Rain bike, and I'll cosplay as Prince. I'll do the whole gambit. And only then will I get started on the next bike. But I want to have a head start on what I want to do. And I want to kind of plan out what I want to do. And the first thing I have to do is find the bike. I just need to know which bike it is, so that I can peruse Facebook Marketplace and watch for deals. Obviously, even if I found one, I guess I wouldn't buy it now anyway. So, but I just want to know what it is, just so I can see it, like, monitor the prices of that bike.
To make myself a Pee-wee bike. But here's the thing, I've been thinking about this for a while, and an exact replica, it would be expensive, it would be time consuming, and honestly, if I had the perfect replica, I probably wouldn't ever want to ride it. I'd just be too worried about it getting stolen or scratched or damaged or whatever.
He forgot the saddlebags though.
So instead, I decided to make a tribute bike. It's easier to play. So that's what we're making here today, because it already gets me.
This is lazy as shit. He barely did anything to it. He added these like fins in the frame, and he added the spirals on the wheels. But that's like all he did to it. He added these little like metal parts here and there, and maybe changed out the handlebars. This is weak, bro. This is a weak build. This is not it, dude. Not it. Weak build. You gotta try at least harder than that. I mean, come on. I mean, come on. That's a good movie, but it's also not a motorcycle. I want like a motorcycle. You know, chat, what's the funny thing about that movie? Is like, you know the scene where he's like, you know, it's the tequila scene where it's like, tequila! And he's like, he's in a biker bar and he gets everyone on his side in the biker bar. And then he like, they all like love him so much that they give him like a motorcycle and send him on his way. And he immediately takes out a sign. That shit, I was like 7 years old when I saw that for the first time, and I was laughing so I've never laughed that hard in my life, chat. I swear to God, that scene killed me so hard that I could not compose. I was like scared laughing. I was like laughing so hard and so long that I couldn't stop. It was like, I could not handle that. I could not handle that scene at all. That was the best fight. That movie's good. It's like when I learn a song on guitar, I say this is my interpretation. Right, right. I mean, to some degree, I'm doing that with the Purple Rain bike. Like, I'm not building a perfect replica of the Purple Rain bike. I get what he's saying, like, he's making a tribute bike. I just think it's a weak tribute bike. If you're gonna make a tribute bike, and you're only gonna half-ass it because you don't want to, like, invest in buying, like, the right shit, then it's like, well, that's lame. It's like, for me, I want a tribute bike to look mostly bright. Like, once I'm done with the bike, it should be in a way where the only reason why you know it's not, like, perfectly accurate is because, A, the saddlebags and that's it. Like, you should be able to look at the bike, and if I take the saddlebags off of it, you should not be able to tell the difference between the real bike and my bike at a glance if you don't know what you're looking for, right? Like, obviously, if you know what you're looking at, you'll know that the exhaust is slightly different, or that the paint is slightly different, or whatever. But, like, the fairing is right, like, the handlebars will be right, and, like, I've seen a lot of people, like, build replicas of the Purple Rain bike, and they don't do it, like, totally correct. Like, this guy right here has built, like, more of the replicas than anybody else. Like, he's built, like, a couple for, like, he built one for Dave Chappelle. Like, he's definitely got the best experience when it comes to building these bikes. And even I can tell this exhaust is not accurate. I can tell you that my exhaust is probably more accurate to the real Purple Rain bike than this exhaust is. And this guy is supposed to be, like, the best, most accurate builder of the Purple Rain bikes.
From the movie Purple Rain.
It's pretty sick though, isn't it, chat? Look at this bike. This is what mine is supposed to look like when it's done, except mine will have saddlebags. He looks so big on it though.
What is up?
Great on a beautiful day.
So you built another replica print Purple.
To build the original finite detail, the specs. Now,
Look at this thing, chat. Look how big he looks on it, dude.
a Honda-matic with the special Prince purple color. I can't tell you the code on that because it's a secret.
It's C7 plum crazy.
Special sculpted king and queen seat with the custom upholstery with the suede inlays. Rare as hen's teeth wind cutter fairing. You're never ever gonna find one of those.
Haha! I already have one. I like watching this video because it makes me feel good about having that fairing every time he says you're never gonna get that fairing. Too big for that bike, would be cuter. Yeah. Is your next motorcycle project? I'm definitely not locked in on the Miss Piggy bike too. We could, I guess, I would probably leave it up to chat a little bit what next bike I would want to build. But I like doing the movie bikes. I think that's kind of cool. What the fuck am I looking at? Does that have pop-up headlights? Oh my god. What movie is this from? That's pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie. Is this a TV show? Hold on, wait a minute. Street Hawk Bike. I just want to see the bike. I could do better than that. I feel like I could do better. I feel like I could do better, chat. That is kind of cool, though.
Street Hawk. 10 things you never knew.
Look at, yeah, look at, his replica was bad, but look at that. That's a cool looking bike.
The Street Hawk bike was a modified 1983 Honda XL 500 with futuristic bodywork and sound effects added in post-production. 9. The Street Hawk bike...
Dude, look, it's got fucking pop-up headlights. Alright, bro. I might have to, this might be the next bike then.
Street Hawk. 10 things you never knew.
Look at that. That is a cool looking bike, dude. You might be right, chat. That might be the next project bike. That might be the next project bike. Absolutely might be the next project. Maybe I'll hold I don't know. Once we're done with the Purple Rain bike, I'll ask chat what bike we should do next. But that one's definitely in the running, for sure. Don't bother looking at you, I'll never find it. So I can't believe how cheap you got it for with saddlebags. I know, right? That was really lucky. That's why I have to do the purple rim bike. Like, it's gotta happen. It is happening, dude. It is fucking happening. Just do a Cayman Rider black bike next. Dude, every time I think of Cayman Rider, I used to... Okay, Astra lore dump time. I used to work... Not work, but, like, I used to be a part of this, like, My Little Pony Abridged series project. Where I would, like, basically, I was just editing the videos. I was, like, basically I was way too overworked, to be honest with you, chat, but I was basically in charge of editing a My Little Pony Abridged series. And I had to do all the lip flaps, and I had to do all of the... Oh, I hate this bike. I had to do all the lip flaps, I had to do all of, like, the animating and everything. I had to do literally everything. I think I got pretty good at it. I think I did a pretty good job, to be honest with you. I did some high-level lip sync editing for My Little Pony, which is hard to do for My Little Pony. I was redrawing lip flaps so it matched up. I was good. But the guy that was, like, in charge of the project was obsessed with Cayman Rider. Like, I swear to God, like, every time I talked to the guy, he was talking about fucking Cayman Rider. I swear to fucking God. Like, so now every time I think of Cayman, I don't even really know what Cayman Rider is, other than I know it's, like, an 80s Japanese show. But, like, I just can't help but think of that. The bike flies, I hate it. Yeah, look at these bikes. These are awful looking. I don't want my bike to look like a fucking grasshopper. This is disgusting. This is fucking disgusting, and I hate it. Like, this bike right here, like, that one's pretty cool. I can get behind that one. Like, that one's kind of neat. But, like, this is disgusting. I want to ride a fucking cricket, bro. That is disgusting, bro. I just hate it. I hate it. I really do not enjoy that. What the fuck is that? I'm not a big fan. I'm just not a big fan. Whoa, that is close. If he didn't have those 2 fingers down, that would be sus, chat. That would be sus. He had different ones for different situations. Power Rangers is super central, but Kamen Rider is a different thing. One of the 100s of 80s Japanese kids shows. Yeah. One of them. But yeah, this is the scene I lost my shit. You gotta remember, like, the build-up for this scene was killer, too.
I hope you find your bike, man.
Like, I seriously cannot tell you how much I lost my shit at that scene as a kid. I lost my shit. I couldn't compose myself. I couldn't do it, man. I could not do it. I was beside myself. I was, like, literally on the ground, like, I couldn't breathe, I was laughing so hard. It's so fucking, that movie's great. I wonder what bike that was. Maybe I'd do that one. It's a kickstart of some sort. I don't know what it is. You only see, like, the back of it. TV Herman almost killed me. He literally did. I almost died of laughter, dude. I could not breathe. Could not fucking breathe. Everyone's silence is top notch. I think it's just like how there's so much tension in the scene beforehand, and it all builds up, and it's all this happy hurrah moment, and it's just the comedic timing of it, of just like all of that build up, and like the past like 10 minutes of the movie are building up to this one fucking joke, and it's just so like unexpected, and just like that is a cinematic masterpiece, that scene, let me tell you. Cinematic fucking masterpiece. I don't know, chap. I think I could do either or, but it doesn't really matter, because I definitely have to finish the Purple Rain bike before I start anything else. Before I even start thinking about doing another project bike, I've got to finish the one I've got. It is pretty cool though, look at this. It is a neat looking bike. Like, it is a cool looking bike. I would like to do that. I feel like this one would be significantly harder though. Like, this one looks a lot more customized. Like, this would be a way more intense build. I feel like maybe I could do this, but oh, it's in Orlando? Ooh, look at that. I feel like I could build this, but it would have to be, like, maybe not even the next bike I do, because, like, there's a lot of fabrication that would need to happen to recreate this thing. And I don't know if I have those skills right now, chat. I need to do it a couple times. But, like, this bike is, like, it's not just, like, a fairing. It's, like, a whole plastic system around the bike. Like, it's not just the front part, it's the whole body panel. I'd have to somehow recreate all of it. That'd be pretty tricky, chat. I'm not gonna lie, that'd be kinda difficult. Look at this fucking Street Hawk! Oh, never mind. Not found. Street Hawk bike was so cool. The TV show, not so much. It doesn't need to be a good show. It just needs to be an interesting bike. Alright, I want to build an interesting bike, chat. I feel like that's what I want to do, is I want to start making custom motorcycles that are really unique that no one asked for. No one asked for this bike, but I built it, goddammit. No one asked for a replica of the Miss Piggy bike from the Muppet Caper in 1981, but goddammit. If it isn't cool. Because you gotta admit, like, imagine in a couple years from now, and I've got all three of those bikes built. I've got a Purple Rain bike. I've got the Miss Piggy bike. I've got the not the Cayman Rider, the fucking Night Hawk, whatever the fuck. I will have the coolest bike collection of all time. My bike collection it consists solely of niche 80s Japanese film bike replicas. Like, what a weird automotive, like, motorcycle collection that would be at that point. I feel like I'd have to sell them at that point. I'd have to start selling them to pay for the others. I don't think I could keep that many weird replica bikes. I know, chat. We gotta finish the bike we got first, though. But we're getting there. We're fucking getting there. I'm getting there, chat. I am indeed, like, closing in. It's still gonna be a minute before it looks like this. But we will get it here. Because all it really has to happen... Also, note that this guy's exhaust, not nearly the right exhaust either. It is also kind of close, but way too short. And the flare isn't hot enough. But... Also, I don't like how the battery sticks out there. Is that the way the real one is? Anyway. I will get it to this point. I will. I swear to God. I will get it here. But first, I gotta get the fucking thing running in the first place. and I've got to find this vacuum leak. I think it's either like somewhere here on like the carburetor or the intake boot. And so if it's the intake boot, that's like a relatively easy fix. It's like $15 and it's done. And at that point, all it needs is a brake master cylinder, clutch lever, new tires, and I don't know. Part of me wants to kind of go through the bike as well and put new bearings in the wheels and like kind of do a bunch of preventative maintenance. I feel like that's not a terrible idea. Especially if I'm gonna take the tires off anyway to put new tires on it, then I might as well, like, while the wheels are off the bike, might as well put some new wheel bearings on it. That's gonna be a minute, chat. But we're making progress. We're making progress. The biker's looking sad when he crashed. Yeah, that's it. It actually kind of makes me sad, you know. Kind of makes me. I wish that there was a. I should make an AI version of that where instead of hitting the sign, he misses it and everyone goes, yeah! I agree, it's really hearing her talk. Boy mode today? Kind of, not really. I mean, wearing like booty shorts. It's hot mode today. It's whatever doesn't make me overheat day. That's what we're doing. Do you ever watch Durarara? Isn't that the one where? Isn't it the anime with the chick with the chick with the cat helmet? I've not seen that. But here's the problem with that bike or in that anime is I want to watch that anime, but if I feel like if I watch it, I'm gonna have like an incessant need to have that helmet, and that helmet's like not cheap. It's like a $300 helmet, and it's not even necessarily safe. Like, it's not even necessarily a good helmet that I'd want to use. Because it's like... It has those cat ears. And I love the cat ears, but, like, they catch the wind. Like, when I was just getting into motorcycling, I was, like, I really wanted to get one of those helmets. But people were telling me how, like, bad it would catch on the wind, and I sort of think that they were right. I sort of think that they were right. I'm also worried that if, like, you went off on the bike and it landed on the ears, there'd be a problem. It's supposed to, like, it's supposed to break off immediately before, like, it, like, affects the way you crash, but I almost, like, feel like there's no way that's real. Like, there's no way that's real. I do want one, though. See if I can find this one on Amazon. I cannot find this helmet. Is it not on Amazon anymore? I just saw it. Dude, it must not be on Amazon anymore, because I can't find it now. Like, I've seen it before, but I can't find it anymore. This is like the closest they have on Amazon nowadays. I mean, it's a cool helmet. It's just that it's not... I don't know how safe it is, honestly. Oh, here we go. Yeah, it's currently unavailable. Does look pretty cool though. I wonder like if anyone's actually like been in an accident with them and has like experienced like all of these people are like all of these reviews are like of people who haven't ridden them. Helmet both ears damaged, would not advise you to buy. So waiting on a replacement. Do not buy. I just don't know if I trust it, chat. I'm gonna be real. I don't know if I trust it. I really don't know. She's an Irish fairy? What? This is Mountain Dude. Fit check? Okay. I need to actually go shut off my AC because it's been running this whole time, so. I guess I could, like, tie this up maybe like this. It'll look cuter. Yeah, it's been running for an hour at this point, and it's only 86. It went from 90 to 86 for an hour of running the AC straight. Shit's fucked, man. Shit is fucked. Would it be safer to customize a helmet to look like that? Maybe, but you'd have to find ears that would work right. You'd have to find a way of making that work. The problem is, the tricky part is, like, getting the ears to stay on while you're riding the bike, and, like, the force of the wind can't be strong enough to take the ears off. But if you ever, like, get into an accident, the issue with it is, like, if you land, like, say you fall off the bike, and you land on the ears, if the ears don't immediately, like, come off with no resistance, it's gonna crank your neck. So if, like, if you fall on the ears, instead of just, like, bouncing off like a basketball, right, it's gonna turn your head and, like, crank your whole head as you fall. And that could break your neck. That could, like, kill you instantly. So it has to be on there enough that it doesn't fall off while you're riding, but also have no resistance when it's crashing. So it's like, unless you had, maybe it was like, maybe if you had some sort of electromagnet in the helmet that had a sensor that could detect how close you were to the bike, and so that if it goes away from that sensor, the magnetic, like the electromagnetic magnet in the helmet will automatically disengage. So as soon as you come off the bike, the ears come off. Like, before you've even hit anything, the ears get ejected as soon as you come off the bike, because it, like, detected that the helmet itself has, like, gone far enough away from the motorcycle. Like, that would be the only way I could think to do it. It's just literally, like, while you're on the bike and everything's fine, that they're, like, magnetized and they're on there. But as soon as you, like, move your head, like, far enough away from the sensor, it, like, detaches the magnets. That's the only way I would know how to do it. And I have no idea how you'd even fit that in a helmet. Like, that's a kind of a complicated mechanism that I don't know how you'd get on there. 3M tape is used all the time for truck lip spoilers, but do you want that? No, it needs sensors. Just make holes for airflow and put a magnet. But how much? Okay, but you have to have the magnet be strong enough that there's gonna be air resistance, right? Unless there's completely no back to the cat ears, they're gonna get caught by the wind, right? Even if you put vents in the cat ears, it's gonna get caught by the wind. And so, the magnets have to be strong enough to hold the ears onto the helmet without flying the fuck off. But they also have to be weak enough that if you fall on your head, it's not gonna crank your neck like that. Like, you don't want that. It's like the Predator helmet thing. The Predator helmets are dumb, and they're not safe, and they're terrible, and they're bad. They might look cool, but they're not safe. And it's like the whole point of wearing a helmet is for safety, so... Really overcomplicate stuff, eh? Yeah, it really does. That's why I gave up on the idea of getting one, because I really wanted one, but... And that's the thing, if I watch that anime, I feel like I'm gonna really want that helmet, and I'm not gonna be able to get it, because I don't think it's safe. I'm not gonna wear a helmet if I don't think it's safe. Like, there's no point. What? Why? What is... What?
Now you're ready to remove the...
What?
Work your freeze them up and out.
What? What does this have to do with... What does this have to do with helmets? You mean, like, taping the ears onto the helmet? That's a horrible idea. Because I don't want I need them to come off. The whole like, listen, I could glue them onto the helmet if the issue was just how do I attach them to the helmet. The issue is that they need to be able to come off with, like, next to no force. and they also need to stay on your head. There's just no way to do that. It's like the force enacted onto the ears by the wind going 80 miles an hour on, like on the road is gonna be more, like, the amount of force needed to hold the ears on is gonna be way more than, like, the force needed to crank your head if you fell on them, right? Like, it's like, if they have enough strength to hold themselves on in the wind, then they are too strong and won't come off easily enough when you fall on them, right? So a magnet sounds like the perfect fit. Yeah, but the problem is, again, the magnet needs to be strong enough to hold the fucking ears on. Whether it's tape or whether it's magnets, there's going to be a certain level of force exerted on the ears when you're riding on the road with them, right? And like, the worst case scenario, you're flying right in the wind, and the wind is catching the ears like a sail, and there's like a decent amount of, like, pressure there, right? And so you need to have a magnet that only breaks loose after a certain amount of pressure. But the problem is that pressure number is, like, way too high if you fall on the ground. That's why you have to use electromagnets, because if you don't use magnets, the magnets won't be strong enough to hold the ears on the helmet and not kill you if you fall off the bike. So here's the thing, chat. If you have a little, like, thing on the helmet and that has the electromagnets and it has a signal that basically it's pinging a signal on the bike, and so it knows how close the helmet is to the bike, so that it knows that. And so as soon as the helmet goes a certain distance away from that, like, signal, then it turns off the electromagnet, and so the ears just fly off. So you don't even have to hit the ground, and the ears will fly off. Basically, the idea is that while you're on the bike and you're riding, you can ride everywhere, and they're totally on there with the electromagnets. But as soon as you come off that bike, like, as soon as you come off the bike, those electromagnets turn off, and they just go flying. That's the only way to make it work and still be safe. Probably a change material of the ears. If they would be, I don't know, ceramic or something, they would break instantly on impact, but are strong enough to stay intact when you're glued on. Maybe, but I feel like any amount of, like, it's like helmets are designed to bounce in a very specific way, right? They're supposed to bounce in a way that's not going to turn your neck. Like, so my helmet is ECE 22.06, I'm pretty sure, rated. And that, like, is different than the 22.05 rated helmets, because the 22.05 rated helmets aren't, like, the new standards take into account, like, rotational force when you crash. So the idea is that if you crash and you hit, like, the pavement in a really weird way, it, like, maybe the helmet protects your skull from being, like, crushed like a watermelon, but it won't protect your head from being spun. And that's a problem, because you can get whiplash really bad. You can just crack your neck and then just die because you just, like, you landed wrong and your neck just goes like that. You don't want that. And anything that would potentially make that happen is a hazard. And so if there's any extra material on the helmet, even if it's, like, flat and crushed and broken, it has the potential to jerk the helmet in a certain way that could break your neck. And that's the fear. You need to power them. You can't make electromagnets work. You can power them. You need to power them. Yeah, but you could probably fit a battery in there somewhere. Like, what if you had, like, a battery pack, like, underneath the helmet, like, down here? And you had a battery pack there, and then the electromagnetic, like, receiver on top, and then that there would be, like, a Raspberry Pi on the bike that would receive the signal. So basically, you'd have this pinger on the helmet that's this electromagnetic setup that basically, as soon as it pings this at a certain frequency every 1/60th of a second, it pings at this very, like, specific frequency. And then that frequency is picked up by the receiver, which is on the bike, and that is hooked up to a Raspberry Pi. And as soon as that, like, the distance between, like, the pings, like, because if you're further away, the pings will be, like, take longer to get to the receiver, and if you're closer, it will take less time. So you can calculate how far away the electromagnetic, like, pinger is from the receiver, and based on how long the pings are, or how long the gaps between the pings are. And so as soon as, like, the pings take more than, like, a couple, like, milliseconds to respond, then it turns off, it, like, cuts the signal, and it sends the signal to the electromagnet to cut the power. Don't put electromagnets and stuff. If it fails, you die. Yeah, but, like, you test it, you fail, and you put fail safes in it. I mean, that cannot be less safe than just buying the cat ear helmet off of Amazon. Because I guarantee you that's safer than, like, this helmet right here. Like, I guarantee you that's safer than this helmet. Because these might come off, but not quick enough to, like, not quick enough. You're just not going to get them off quick enough. Like, ever. The idea, you don't even want to have it touch the ground with your helmet. If your helmet's going to touch the ground, you want these ears to be off. And the only way to do that is to basically have them eject off your helmet as soon as you're, like, a certain distance away from the bike. And I feel like the only way to do that is with, like, actually, you know what? I'm pretty sure that's the way motorcycle airbags work. Like, there are these airbag vests for motorcyclists that basically, as soon as you get a certain distance away from the bike, they pop. And they inflate so that you kind of get, like, they're by far the safest way of riding a motorcycle is with an an airbag vest. But they're so expensive, chat. They're, like, ridiculously expensive. It's like $800. Yeah, here we go. Fucking $750 for this airbag vest. But I'm pretty sure that's how that works. Is that as soon as you... I'm pretty sure it works off that same concept. Where it'll basically, like... Oh, let me look. Oh, it's a 100% okay, so never mind. It's a 100% mechanically triggered, avoids airbag deployment, and also eliminates need for batteries or complicated system calibrations, so you can focus on the road. But how does it work? I don't know. The airbags are complicated on bikes. The more the electronics, the worse. Yeah, that's fair. Problem is you live in the U.S. where you all go like 140 kilometers. Yeah. Yeah, it's true. This is true. But magnets would be, with good material and airflow, would probably be good enough. I just don't trust that. If I come off the bike, I want the ears to come off, like... Maybe the way you do it is you have a little, like, tiny string attached to the ears, and that string is also attached to the bike, so that as soon as you fly off the bike, the string pulls the ears off. Possibly triggered by G-force? Well, no, because if you come off the bike, you're not necessarily going to be experiencing a lot of G-force in one specific direction. I feel like the easiest way to do it is have it triggered by like a ping system where it actively knows how close it is to the bike. But it is complicated. It's way more complicated, and it's not necessary, and it's like it doesn't add anything to the safety factor of the helmet. The safest thing to do is just use a helmet that doesn't have any fucking ears. There's no reason to have it other than to look kawaii desu. That's the only reason. But, like, it objectively just makes your helmet less safe. There's no way it doesn't. There's no way. There's no way you can make it as safe. Like, you can put all this technology and, like, complicatedness all just to, like, make it closer to as safe, but you're never gonna be as safe. And if it's, like, what is the point of even wearing a helmet if you're gonna actively make decisions when riding that make the helmet less safe? Point from high-tech magnets to strings. Sometimes that's how engineering works, man. Sometimes that's just how it goes. Sometimes the simplest solutions are the best. Because I can guarantee you a string would work 100% of the time, every time. But I can't guarantee you that, an electromagnetic radar-based, like, release mechanism will consistently work 100% of the time. So I think magnets with airflow is safer than anything else. I don't think it's safer. Because, again, the whole point is that if you, let's say you fall off the bike and your head hits a curb, like, let's say this is your head, right? Like, this is your head where the helmet is, and let's say this is the curb, right? Your head, the curb. If you go like this and hit it like that, dead on, and you have ears in the way, even if they break off super quick, there is no way they have zero resistance. And as long as they have some resistance, it's going to crank your head in the direction that lands on the ears. There's no way it doesn't. The magnet has to be so strong. Like, okay, I'm going to throw out random numbers that aren't accurate. But let's say right on the highway, you have, like, you have 10 pounds of wind force on the ears, right? Let's say that's how much force is exerted on the ears when you're driving normally under normal conditions, right? So the magnets have to be able to hold 10 pounds of force, right? But when you fall off the bike and you hit the curb, the curb has to exert that much force on the ears to get them to come off. So you're going to have to put 10 pounds of pressure on the ears before they come off, and that 10 pounds is enough to twist your neck and break your neck in a way that when you hit the curb, it, like, amplifies that whole motion. There's no way it's safer. Honestly, I think it's actively unsafe. Like, really unsafe. The problem with magnets would be to make them stay on at 50 miles per hour plus. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, there's no way to do that. They're fucking sails. Like, they catch the wind. Like, I guarantee you, if you go out riding that helmet, your neck is gonna get tired because of how much it's pulling your head back. It's gonna be like a normal helmet. It's gonna be like this. Cat ear helmet's gonna be like this. It's literally, you're putting two giant sails on the top of your head, and it's like, there's no way. I want the helmet. All right, I just want the helmet just to have it because I think it looks cool, and I think it's cool, and I want it. But it is not safe at all. It is the opposite of safe. Is the main advantage of magnets that you can just pop them off? Yeah, but they have to be so strong that in order to pop them off, they won't come off. They need to be able to come off with, like, little to no force, right? They need to come off without impacting the way your head bounces on the pavement. And there's just the only way that they would come off with that little amount of force is if the magnets were barely on there at all, and it just wouldn't hold the helmet. I think the only safe way to do it is to make sure that when your head hits the pavement, the ears are nowhere to be found. The ears needed to have ejected from the situation by the time your head meets the pavement. So that's why the electromagnet way is the only way to make that work other than the string. I think the string method, honestly, probably the best. If I'm being honest with you, chat, the string method is probably the best method here. Like, it's reliable. You know it's gonna work. The only problem is if it's strong enough, when you come off the bike, it's gonna rip your head. You're gonna come off and go, "Ugh," as it rips your ears off. So maybe the electromagnet way is the best way. Maybe. That might be it. Maybe that's just the way it needs to be. Maybe the way you have it is that the electromagnet is connected to a wire that is connected to a wire on the bike via magnet. So instead of doing like a ping system, you have a wire that comes up from the bottom of the bike that you connect, and you have a wire coming up from the bike, and you have a wire coming down from the helmet, and it, like, maybe the wire, like, fits inside your jacket or something so no one else can see it, and they connect via a magnet. And that magnet doesn't need to be super strong, because it's not trying to, like, resist the force of the wind, right? But as soon as you pop off the bike, that connection, it's like, you know, on a jet ski, you have the little magnetic wristband that you hold on your wrist, so that as soon as you come off the bike, it kills the engine. Like, that's essentially what a kill cord is basically what you're trying to do. And then, once that happens, it kills the electromagnets in the helmet. And that way, you don't even have to have batteries in the helmet. You can keep the power supply in the bike. And so that the cable is what provides the power to the electromagnet. So as soon as the cable is severed via the magnet, the electromagnets in the helmet immediately let loose. And so that by the time you hit the pavement, you don't have ears that are going to kill you. That's the way to do this safely, chat. This is the only way to do this safely. That is the only way to do it safely. A neodymium 1-pound magnet setup can potentially reduce 140 gram hits down to 88 grams. What? How does that make... What? What do you... It's not going to reduce the force on your head. The problem is it's going to crank your head in a weird direction. Kelty Sterlinson is headless, so it's safe for her. Well, that's good for this fictional anime character. Put the bunny ears on the black helmet I gave you and only use it for cosplay content. Maybe. I do want one of these cat ear helmets just for cosplay content, though. I want to get like a leather suit, like a leather jumpsuit, or a leather cat suit with the helmet and really do like a photo shoot with it. But I wouldn't actively ride it with that stuff on. At least not for very long. Won't need kitty ears if you're Miss Piggy. This is true. Miss Piggy does not have cat ears. Magnets would be the safest? I don't think so. I'm gonna be honest with you, Shakur. I don't think that's true. I think that is... I think if you are getting to the point where the ears are designed to pop off when they hit the ground, you've already lost the sauce. I think that's already too dangerous. Because, again, it comes down to the fact that I don't believe there's any way to make them stable and, like, hold on enough when you're on the road without making them hold on too tightly for when you get into a crash, right? There's no way that they're going to just pop off once you hit the ground. They're not just going to... If you hit your head on the ground and you're going straight head, like, hit on pavement, and the ears hit first, there's no way that they don't affect the way you crash. They are going to make an impact on the crash, and they're going to probably impact it negatively, right? So if you're crashing, if your helmet is meeting the pavement and the ears are still there, I think that's beyond... You've already fucked up. I think that's already unsafe. You need Vanna's opinion? She actually designed things for a living? What do you think, Vanna? I think the string attached to a magnet, which is the power cable. So as soon as you, like, the power cable, basically you have the helmet, and the helmet has a wire that's plugged into the bike, but at where, like, your seat is or something, there's a magnet that connects the two pieces of the wire together, and that magnet is pretty easy to just pull apart. And so as soon as you come off the bike, that magnet separates without, like, jerking your head, and then the ears immediately fall off. So you don't have to wait until you're already hitting the pavement for the ears to then get kicked off by the pavement, because that's exactly the danger, is that the ears are going to hit the pavement first. Like, that is the dangerous part of this. I'm listening. Right? Because you can either have a magnet that just holds the ears on and pops off when you hit the ground, but it's gonna crank your neck. Like, there's no way the magnets are weak. They won't do it. Couldn't the helmet dissipate the impact of the ears designed to deform on impact? But couldn't the helmet dissipate the impact of the ears designs to deform on impact? I'm not sure. I don't know what you mean by that. Because, again, remember, like, helmets are supposed to bounce, like, hit straight on and bounce. They're not designed to have an ear sticking out and hit the pavement with that, because it's not going to go... Like, if you have a basketball and you throw it on the ground, it's going to come straight back up to you. And now imagine if you had some magnetically attached ears to that basketball and you did the same thing. It's not going to come... That basketball, no matter how weak those magnets are, so long as the ears are under the basketball, that basketball is going to fuck off. It's not going to go straight back up. And so you're going to get your neck cranked, bro. The whole haggling again. I'm just trying to design a safe product, chat. If we don't deliver a product that's safe, then our stockholders are going to be mad at us, chat. We can't handle another lawsuit. We need to make sure that we can't handle another lawsuit, chat. Our shareholders are going to get mad at us. We need to increase shareholder value. She wants to live forever. How do we? I'm telling you, chat. I actually like this idea. Maybe I'll design a new helmet and I'll make a new brand of helmet that has ears that are safe. You could do that, I think. I'm pretty sure you could do that. Like, I'm pretty sure you could design a helmet that works like that, and it would actually be pretty safe. Because the electromagnet has to be pretty strong to hold the ears on. But because it's just, like, got the ripcord, that would totally work. Because as soon as the ripcord comes off, the ears just go... That works, chat. I'm pretty sure I've solved the issue. Vanna, what do you think? Do you think my idea would at least work? Do you think it would at least work? Or do you think it would be safer? Or do you think that just having magnets would be safer? Astra Corp investors will be mad when you debut a helmet that costs $1,000 to build. Not really, if it's a quality helmet. I feel like that people would buy that helmet. Okay, like, full stop, chat. If I made this helmet and, like, had it in production, people would buy it for $1,000. People would fucking buy it for $1,000. Absolutely. There are helmets out there that cost way more than $1,000. Absolutely. The only thing is you have to, if you're gonna charge $1,000 for the helmet, it has to be a good helmet. It has to be like rec certified. It has to be like the highest safety certification levels. It has to meet, like it has to be comfortable. It's gotta be like it has to be like a level of quality that matches the price tag. I don't think it'd have to cost $1,000 though. I'm pretty sure that whole like electromagnet setup would not be that much money. The bike was 600 USD and she wants a helmet for 1,000. Bro, helmets are expensive, dude. Okay, look. Let me look. I'm on Revzilla. Let me look. How much does a fucking helmet cost on Revzilla? $679 for the first result. And this is what's in chat. People consider this a mid-range helmet. People consider that a fucking mid-range. I mean, it's upper mid-range, but still. $600. Sudichi is not terrible, but still, that's like this is $300 and it's a budget helmet for $300. And if you go on to like, oh, look at this one. This one's $1,300. $1,300 fucking dollars for this thing. Like, yeah, it's fucking like $1,000 for a helmet is not unreal. Like, that is not unreasonable for a helmet. Look, this one's $2,000. This shit is $2,000 fucking dollars. I don't even know why. Why is this $2,000 for this helmet? Helmets are expensive, man. That's not a like people would buy it. If I had a helmet and it had cat ears that were cute and people liked it, and I knew like I could demonstrate how safe it is, then yeah, people would buy it. People would fucking buy it. She thinks way overpriced. I ever paid more than $50 for a helmet? That's bad. Shadow, I'm gonna be real with you. You need to buy a new helmet. You should not ride a motorcycle with a $50 helmet. That is unsafe. That is not safe, dude. It's like you know, the German half helmets. Like that shit ain't doing anything. You get into an accident, that is not helping at all. We might as well have a bicycle helmet at that point. It'll literally be just as good. Blue carbon fiber, that's why. I got 2 motorcycle helmets, that's my limit. Well, yeah, well, I'm not talking about, I'm not getting another motorcycle helmet. I'm building another motorcycle helmet, chat. I'm building one. The only way I would actually be able to build this is I'd have to literally, like, design it in CAD and show a proof of concept and then show that to investors, because I couldn't make a helmet. You have no way of, like, making a helmet from scratch. I'd have to go to a helmet company and say, like, hey, here's your helmet. Here is a cheap to do, like, under $100 modification that I can do, that we can mass produce these units and make a helmet which is only like $100 more than your standard helmet, but it has CAD ears on it. Then they'd probably be like, yeah, that's sick. That's sick, bro. We'll do that. German half helmets look cool, but they don't do shit. I might as well not wear a helmet at that point. Your skull and your life aren't worth a budget helmet. Very true. Tess, what do you think? What do you think about my cat ear helmet idea? What do you think? It'd literally just be like a little wire that sticks out from underneath your jacket, and then you just like, and there's a little wire that sticks out from underneath the motorcycle seat, and you just like that, and then they stay on, and as soon as you come off the bike, it goes. I've never gone down and hit my face. Well, that doesn't mean you won't. My problem with like half helmets and 3/4 helmets is like, I feel like if I'm gonna go off, I'm probably gonna go off like this. And I know you're not supposed to go out hands first, but I feel like it's hard to control that in the moment. And if you're going out hand first and you think, oh, I shouldn't go out hands first, and then you do that, then you're just, you know, your chin is gonna hit the pavement first. I feel like a full face helmet is by far the safest. I don't really even like riding without a full face. Tuck and roll. It's hard to react though. Sometimes you just don't have the time to react. Like, you're assuming you're gonna have that time, but it doesn't mean you're gonna have that much time. I think it's, I don't know. I'm a bit of a safety nerd, chat. There's a reason Shoei or whatever doesn't have a cat ear helmet. They'd have figured it out. Not with it. They just didn't have me. I just figured it out. I'm a genius. I just figured it out. My plan works. My plan fucking works, alright? I guarantee you my idea would work flawlessly. I guarantee you it. Fuck, dude. I wonder how I could actually build that. Maybe I could build that. Maybe I could build... See, if I could figure out a way of designing it so that it doesn't affect the helmet at all, then I would make bank. See, what I need to do, chat, is I need to build this product as not a full helmet, but an add-on. So you could just buy the ears separately and put them on any helmet you want, and it will work the same way. That's what I need to do. The question is how. How do I do that? How do I stick a magnet underneath this helmet that's strong enough to hold that steady? How do I do that? That'd be tricky, chat. I don't know if I could. That'd be hard. That'd be hard. That's the tricky part of designing this, is how do you make it modular in a way that you could just put it on any helmet you want? Because if I could figure out a way to make it so I could make this and then put it on any helmet I want, I would actually have a product there, chat. People would buy the fuck out of that. The bike landing on your leg is the worst part. I'd rather have the bike land on my leg than it land on my head. Damn, it is so hot in here, chat. Fuck, it's so hot. My AC bill is gonna be so expensive. Chat. You could wear less. I'm already wearing, like, barely anything. I can't really wear less. I'm wearing shorts and a t-shirt. What else? I can't take anything off. Did they check your AC charge? I don't even fucking know what they did, dude. I'm pissed about it. I'm so pissed about it. I'm so mad. I'm so mad about it. God damn it. Damn, I'm thinking about this cat ear design now, chat. I think I've got if I could figure out a way to make it modular, I've got a product. Chat, before you, next thing you know, I'm gonna be like on billboards being like, I was a millionaire by 30 because I designed this one thing. Is there a tub and bikini? Does Twitch allow that? If there was a tub, but I don't really want to fill a tub full of water in my indoor trailer. Water damage be upon ye. Why not complain to your landlord and be like, all they did was put a thermometer on it? I'll talk to the landlord about it. Same kit. It's same as what they use for their AC. Really? I don't know if that does. I don't, because the kit I have is an adapter for like the specific engine vacuum ports. Maybe I could though, because all it is a vacuum gauge. So if I could figure out a way of connecting it, then I could. I just don't know where the vacuum is pulled on the unit, so I'd have to find that. And then hook it up, and then find a way of making sure it hooks up. Maybe I could do it. Because it is just vacuum. Might have different fittings, but I mean, if I have the gauge, so as long as I can figure out how to connect the gauge, I could make it work. But I don't know. I don't want to deal with that because I feel like I shouldn't have to. So I feel like I shouldn't have to deal with that, you know? Dude, oh my god, I turned that AC off like 30 minutes ago and it is so hot. I was like cold a couple weeks ago. I was freezing fucking cold, and now I'm fucking sweating. I'm like, ah, it's so bad. The fuck is this? Why the fuck did it disable my preview? What? That's beautiful is what that is. That's fucking beautiful. That's a work of art. What do you mean, what is this? That's a work of art.
That's just the right kind of ridiculous. I freaking like it.
That's a goddamn work of art. Why is it so small? Because it's a 22 revolver with a giant ass fucking suppressor on it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to have my help, or have my mom help me put that stuff up. I use Astra as always, ignoring my best ideas, and hence she is sweating her ass off. I could do a BP stream. Maybe I should just do a BP stream and just be naked on stream chat. I could stream in my underwear on fucking BP. In Minecraft, of course. I will, cause in Minecraft. Not in real life. Not going to do that. I'm not gonna do that. Why is it so small? That's what she said. Okay, nude, just pasties in a thong. I don't know about that. Can you just do that on green site though? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure the green site has some moderation. This motherfucker. Do you have the blinds and curtains on all your windows? I do, but they're not the best. I should probably get better ones. The main issue, I think, is like the roof itself is super thin and uninsulated. So even if I like get the windows sorted, the roof is just gonna take in so much heat. What I really should do is I should put mirrors on the top of it. Like if I go put mirrors on my roof, that would probably help a lot. That'd actually probably help a lot if I just covered my roof with mirrors. Thank you, Taco, for getting a giant test this up. Thanks so much. This motherfucker. How's your roof? I have no idea. It would cost a lot though. Well, it's gonna cost me like $300 a month to keep the AC running as much as I have. I'm dreading my AC bill, chat. I'm not looking forward to my heating bill or my cooling bill this month. Oh, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be real bad. You put plastic underneath it and it cools down a lot if it's not insulated. Plastic underneath the roof, you mean? What if I just cover my entire roof with aluminum foil? What if I just did that? You know that, like, aluminum foil car, like, window reflector stuff? That, like, the material that they use for the window reflectors that you put in your car? What if I just got a bunch of rolls of that and I just taped it to my roof? It all depends on how it's built. I don't, yeah, it's not... It's not like my roof in here. It's different. Solar panels would work, but solar panels are expensive. Solar panels cost more than mirrors do. Would this work for the roof? Metallic vinyl or reflector wrap? I think it would. I just don't know how I would actually mount it and if it would hold up. And I don't know if I'm allowed to. Like, this would be the kind of thing where I would have to, like, ask my landlord before I do it. I'd really have to, like, get permission to do this before I, like, went ahead and put a bunch of, like... That looks wild. Before, like, I just put a bunch of shit on my roof. Chad, I want to order these. I want to order these so bad. I really want to order these. I don't know how much they're 50% off, but I feel like I'm gonna get got if I... Dude, I might buy these. I might buy these, Chad. I'm not sure yet. I'll have to think about it. But I might buy these. For $8. But I probably shouldn't. I probably shouldn't, chat. Probably shouldn't. This is what I need, though. Doesn't it work well in there? I'm not sure. I don't know how I would do that. Give you a break on electricity. That's true. That's fucking true. Two birds, one stone. Do BP streams and increase subscribers, then you can pay for utility bills. Problem solved. Landlord might not be cool with that. Yeah, that's kind of my issue. Are you a girl? I don't know, maybe. What do you think? What do you think? I might be, I might not be. You never know these days. It's a confusing world out there, chat. You never know. PVC lining is really easy to install depending on the building. I did it 6 years ago. What the fuck is PVC lining? I really don't know what that is. I'm being honest with you, Chief. I don't know what the fuck that is. I live in a trailer park in Miami, Florida. I'm not comfortable answering that. The amount of times someone has come into my stream and asked if I was a boy or a girl, I would have probably enough money to buy that exhaust bracket. Like, if I had a nickel for every time that's happened, I'd probably have enough money to buy this exhaust bracket, chat. I'd have enough money to buy my... I am tempted to buy this, but the fact that it wouldn't be, like... I couldn't even do anything until I got the rest of the parts anyway, it makes me not want to buy it. I might wait. Might wait on that one, Chief. Motherfucker pleaded the 5th. Fucking music, dude. Oh, I'm pretty sure this is already on my roof. I'm pretty sure it already has this stuff. Like, I'm fairly certain. Like, I'm fairly certain the top of my roof already has this stuff. So, it's still that hot even with this garbage on it. Hello, Puck. Hello. Hello, Puck. I live in a trailer park. Missed out on the Finn drive-by subbing last Monday? The what? Finn drive-by subbing? What does that mean? Bro, you had the voice of a boy and the body of a girl. No wonder I'm not the only one. Many such cases. Many such cases. It do be like that sometimes. Hello, Puck. I'll just get a little high. Just a little high. Just get a little high. She's donating subs to streamers at the end? Fuck, damn. Missed out. Then you're screwed. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do about it. It's a problem. I need to devise like a cryo cooler to cool my sunroom so that it doesn't. It gets like over 100 degrees in there easily. Hello. Need a mini split? A mini split? A what? Hello, hello, my kitty. She likes the head scratches. There's a reason it's called a sunroom in Florida. Yeah, but like, I need a door between that and the rest of my house, because like, it's a problem, dude. It's a fucking problem. Maybe I should just buy, like, a piece of foam. Like, a big piece of foam. Cut a little kitty door in it, and then just use that. That might be the play, if I'm being honest with you, chat. That might be the play. Getting, like, a foam door or something built, just so I can not fucking die. Because it is a problem. Look into Lihep? Lahip? What? I think I'll do, honestly, that's probably what I'll do. I'll put some, like, vinyl wrap on the windows out there. I'll put some, more, whatchamacallit, I'll put some, like, better curtains up on there. And then I'll put it, I'll build a foam door that has a little kitty port so Puck can still go in and out. And then I'll put, like, a window unit right in front of me. And that way, I have, like, in the dead heat of summer, I can keep, like, I don't have to run the AC the whole time just to not die in here. Because it straight up gets to like 90 degrees in here. It's annoying. They have styrofoam 4x8 sheets. That's probably what, yeah, that's what I'm gonna get. I think that's a good idea. Low income home energy assistance program. Is that a thing? I don't know, chat. I just gotta start making more money. I gotta start making in the bank, chat. Damn. Those Minecraft BP streams. It's gonna go hard. We glued styrofoam on the outside of the container and it worked wonderfully. Fuck, maybe I'll do that. It's an air conditioning system. You have to have a heat pump outside and that can plumb coolant lines to multiple registers. They can be reversed to provide heat. That's cool. That is what I would need, but I feel like that's not going to be cheap as getting some styrofoam and a window unit. Because here's the problem. I have a window that's right in front of my monitor, and Puck loves to open the curtain to look out at. Like, she loves to do that specifically at like 5 in the morning when I'm like jerking off. And so I'll be jerking off, and then Puck will just open the curtain. And it's like, fucking goddamn it. And it's because it's just like completely opens my window, lets everybody outside see inside, and it's like, you little stinker, what are you doing with that? I can't jerk off if you open the blind, chat. Fuck, I can't. If you open the blind, I can't. Someone's gonna call the cops on me. Puck, I can't have that. I'm just gonna feed you if I get arrested. Jerking at 5 a.m. That's the perfect jerking time. I don't know what you're talking about. Shoto has the trick. Tint the windows. I'll do that too. They won't go cops on you, they would watch. I don't think that's true. I think they would probably be like, they probably wouldn't arrest me since I'm not actively like trying to do it. It's like clear it's not intentional, but it's also like imagine how embarrassing that would be if like I got a knock from the police and they're saying, hey, so your window is open and everybody can see in there, and I would literally just I would just cease to exist. You know that scene from Adventures where Spider-Man just sort of faded away into nothingness? That would be me in that moment. I would just die of cringe. That would be it for me, chat. I would just be it. Just convert into an ostrich. You're on your property, you aren't doing anything in public? No, but you can't. If you're on your own property, but your property is visible from a public road, you can't sit in front of your window and jerk off. Like, that's not something you can do. It's not allowed, chat. It's you will go to jail for voyeurism if you do that. And it's not even, I'm not trying to do that. It's just it just so happens to be like, I'll jerk off, and then like Puck is like, it's my time, and then she'll go up and open the fucking blinds right in front of me. And it's like, you fucking... So if I put a window unit there, the point is, if I put a window unit there, that solves that problem. So, maybe that is the solution. Huh, Puck? I have to get you a different window to look at it, though. When I noted that you were sitting on a gold mine, you understood I meant your booty, right? Shouldn't Astra keep all her blinds pulled completely down? That's what I do normally. Unless there's a certain gray kitty who wants to look outside and, like, opens them up. Just split balling ideas. Move your fun time schedule. Yeah, I don't want to schedule fun time. That's gay. You just cover yourself with a blanket. I don't want anybody looking in at me, though. Part of it isn't just like... I mean, it's not really a problem because of jerking off. It's more just a problem. I don't like the fact that I could just be chilling here and someone could just look in and see me. Like, that shit freaks me the fuck out. I don't like it. I don't like the fact that some of my neighbors could just look out and, like, have a pair of binoculars and just go... I don't like that. Hello, Puck. Are you hot? Because I'm hot. I'll turn the AC on in a second. Imagine they did already. Because, like, you have a bedroom for that activity. Stop bothering me. But you can't watch the... I don't... I'm gonna stop talking before I, like, dig myself into a hole here, chat. I'm gonna stop talking. I hate, also, my apartment has no view exactly for that reason. We face another wall so no one can see us. See, that's the way to do it. What are you doing? She's like thinking about like biting my hand, but she doesn't know what she wants to do. Mirror tint on the windows? That's what I have. I'm gonna do that. I'll put the mirror tint on the windows. But I feel like I think the plan is put mirror tint on the windows, and then put foam door in with kitty entrance. Then after that, I will put a window unit in this window. I think that's the plan. I think between all of that, hopefully I'll be alright. Except all my neighbors can hear me moan really loudly. I don't like that either. I don't want my neighbors to know what I'm getting up to at night, man. Puck says, and people think I'm the animal. Control your urges, woman. What, am I not allowed to jerk off in my own fucking home? What do you mean, control your urges? It's my fucking own house. What do you mean? Wait, I come into my house. Tell me not. I can't jerk off in my own goddamn house. It's my house. I'll jerk off if I want to. All right, this is bullshit. This is bullshit. You guys know it. You don't want a PA system routed to the sunroom for playtime. No. You need a toy room. I only have so many rooms. I don't really have a lot of rooms. I don't have any other rooms. I kind of have. I have like 3 separate rooms. Just wait until I'm napping. If she always like waits until I go like, and then I'll start, and then Puck immediately, like on command, Puck will just jump up here and then she knows how to do it. So she just immediately just fucking slinks that curtain open like she owns the place. She's just like, what's going on out here? We live in a 1-bedroom apartment. Well, one room is basically like the living room that had like it's like the main area where it has like the living room, the kitchen, and it's all kind of in one room. And then I have a bedroom, and then I have a bathroom, and then I have the sunroom. But the sunroom it's got all windows, so 3 rompous rooms. You are an animal. Puck trying to shave Astra. Look, honey, the girl next door is watching it again. Is whacking it. That fucking... Oh my goodness, what in the world are they doing? Do they know that everybody can see them? I was at an apartment complex one time. I didn't live there, but I was there for like the night. And I swear to God, we just like looked over at the other side of the apartment and we could see like this naked chick fucking. Like it was, it's like, yeah, people could see in there, man. Stroke it to the east, stroke it to the west. Alright, chat, I'm fucking hungry. I want to go to McDonald's. I'm gonna be back tomorrow. Shelly Key Williker, what are we doing? Cute check, naked check, cute naked check. Think we're gonna adopt that dog, it's so cute. Oh, that's good. Like, ask, why does Astra have hairy palms? Do these look hairy to you? Yeah. Alright, well, I'm gonna call it there, chat. I'll be live again tomorrow. Same time. Hopefully I have an update on the bike. I might buy that exhaust bracket, but I have yet to decide. I'm leaning towards no. But we'll see. It's $7, so we'll see. But anyway, chat, thank you everybody for watching. I pulled a parking lot to participate in the stream. Oh, you just uploaded the parking lot? Oh, man, I'm just ended. Alright, well, anyway, thank you, everybody, for watching. I'll be back again tomorrow. Goodbye!